Isaiah.
Speak up.
Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Right. So, and that's just the grace and the love of the Most High. Even though he wroth with our people, wroth with the world, he at least gonna give you the benefit. Hey, okay, I'm gonna come back. Somebody give me Amos 9:8 real quick.
And this is how you get to know what's going on. This is Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Right. The time is at hand. Most High coming back to judge this earth. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Not just his people. It's
Feel something.
right, right. And like we said, most of these people feel something, but they so docile and plainly.
Dedicated. Like,
Right, exactly.
You know how many anxiety pills? Why do you think you have that anxiety? Something's
Exactly. Exactly. And the so-called white man has created every avenue to keep these people distracted. But really, it goes back to the Most High. Why? Because he's in control of everything. And nothing, like the brother brought out, shall evil be done in the city and the Most High haven't done it? So he's in control of all that.
Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
Okay, now what's the sinful kingdom? We know through the Spirit, because we've been revealed those secrets, we know the sinful kingdom is America, right? But just say you got skepticism about that. Isn't America a sinful kingdom?
Of course.
Right. So they fit that prophecy.
Completely indulgent, completely overindulgent.
Exactly. Exactly. Vanity, homosexuality, idolatry, bestiality, chemtrails. We can go on and on.
Witchcraft, the whole medical industry is just straight
Witchcraft.
up
Exactly. Exactly. So we can go on and on about that. So they fit that prophecy, right?
Yeah.
Start back at the top.
It's just the challenge, not to preach to the choir. You got
Preach what?
Preach to the choir. You got, like, for me, I understand it, and I felt to a degree what you all feel as well. How do you get it to? How do you get it out in mass?
Get to what now?
How do you get what you're trying to say out in mass?
And like we say, it's not gonna appeal to the masses. It's not. It's just not. Look at that pie chart again.
Yeah.
Showing 1/3. Look at that big. And you do the math now. Look at these people on this side. Do the math. This is billions of people. This is billions of people. Easy. And I'm saying, accounting for people like yourself, maybe you're an Israelite, like people that got confusion of faces, that may look like the other nations but are Israelites. So it's easy to say this is billions of people, but the Most High only dealing with 1/3. You see that pie chart? The majority of that pie is going to be destroyed, man. So it ain't going to appeal to the masses.
I can tell something.
Go ahead.
To first edify, this guy, Jesus Christ, bro. You get the picture. Back then, it was always a small multitude following him. Majority of the people that want to kill him was these people right here, man. And that's why it's not for the masses. Because majority of these people to this day still don't want the truth, man. We tell them that the Lord is a so-called dark-skinned man. All right, we tell them a whole bunch of things, and they still reject it, man.
Have that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. That's why it won't never appeal to the masses, man.
Bring that right quick.
And that's the thing, like, even if you're not, God, let's just say I'm not, who knows, I don't know my genetics. Even if I'm not, I still feel a right to tell people that have that. You understand? Like, I still have, a right to tell people. I still have a compulsion to tell people.
Right.
Whether or not I'm part of that tribe, I know what's right.
Right. The scriptures tell us the man's goings are of the Lord. So you're going to do what the Lord wants you to do regardless.
Exactly.
Whether you're part of this fold or not.
Exactly.
That's funny you said that, because there's plenty of YouTube videos of actual Edomites coming out saying that they're Edom, and they know that the real Jews are people of Negro descent.
Right.
That they look just like you, and they're saying, yeah, I know I'm an Edomite. That's on YouTube.
Right.
So everybody's getting this word, and that's when the Lord's going to bring that drama. So once everybody is elect is sealed, that's when the hammer comes.
When that pie chart, when that 1/3, and you see that white slot?
Yeah.
That's the 144,000 of the 12,000 from each tribe, which are going to be the governors of the nation. They're going to be the king, like the top priests of the nation. Once the Most High seal up that 12,000, meaning put this understanding in their foreheads, once that happens, this kingdom going down. At that very second. Very second, folks. This is what it's all about, because like we say, it's not a skin color thing. It's all spirituality. And like I say, if this resonates with you, and you can understand that, yeah, the so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. We can prove that. And he's going into slavery for 1,000 years, and then he's going to be eradicated as a nation. You can understand that. It may be for you. Why? Because it's all spiritual. Go ahead up.
This is Romans 8 and 14. As many as are led by the Spirit of God.
Right, and this is the Spirit of God, His Bible. This is the manifestation of that Spirit. This is what we have to go off of. Go ahead.
They are the sons of God.
Right, they are the sons of God, because like I said, it's not a color thing. We got brothers that are teaching this truth that are, you know, technically speaking, as white as you, whiter than you. But they out here teaching the same word that we doing and telling that the white race is a race of devils, and that they're going into slavery for 1,000 years. But you couldn't do that. You couldn't say that about your own nation if you were so-called white man. So spiritually, it's resonating with him that he may be of the tribe of Israel. Go ahead.
Right, and if I can add, an example of that would be, we have a brother in Detroit. There's brothers in Detroit that do the same thing as us, and there's a brother out there. There's two brothers out there that look like Caucasians, man. Right. But one of them is his family are Benjamites, and the other one is a Native American.
Native American, yeah. He got red hair and all.
Yeah.
He talk like a hillbilly and everything. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's just environment. Just material.
Right. Go ahead.
Exactly. They are the sons of God, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby ye cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
Right, and this is the Spirit. So it's saying the Spirit beareth witness with our spirit, the spirit that's within us, that we are Israelites. Plain and simple. So that's the only way that you can tell if you're Israelite. It has to be spiritual. And a little bit of research, whether your family, like you say, you know, your father's line goes back to Native Americans. So it's a good chance you're an Israelite, man. Because if like
I did a genetic test. I did my swab, and my mother went back to America, Italy, Morocco, and it kept on going down.
Man, it's a J. Because the Moors ruled in Morocco. That's where the word Morocco comes from. Right. The Moors. There were black men that ruled, and they left. What they did was slaughter off the majority of the so-called white men and put them in slavery and took their women. So you got confused. Like, you ever heard of Blake Griffin, basketball player? Blake Griffin. Long story short, his dad is darker than any brother up here, right? And he got with a white woman.
Right.
Now his son is about your skin complexion, Blake Griffin. But the child, the ethnicity goes according to the seed, just like with any fruit. It goes according to the father.
Exactly. Yeah.
So even though he looks like a Caucasian, he's actually really his father is what you would call a Haitian, so he's a Levite.
Possibly, because my birth mother was 16 when she had me, and she took me to the hospital pregnant. She basically said one thing to the nurse was, make sure he's raised in a Christian household. She just said straight up, make sure he's raised in a Christian household. That was the only thing, and I ended up doing that.
Right, and we're not Christians, but like that's the offspring of the Israelites, which were Israelites that went off in the Holy Roman Empire.
Right. Yeah.
They went off, and that's where that spawned up from. You know what I'm saying? But the only people that Christianity supposedly resonates with are the people on this side.
True. Yeah, truly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you look at the so-called Caucasian race, they claim to be Christians, but they do everything opposite of what the Bible says, man. When you look at when you look at our people have a more inclination towards the Bible.
Right.
No matter what they believe in, they'll always be drawn back to the Bible, which is the Spirit of the Most High.
Yeah, most of the Christians nowadays tend to pick and choose. They're very picky and choosy.
Right. You can't cherry pick this.
Right.
You gotta take the whole truth, man.
You gotta take the whole tree.
The whole truth. got something? Go ahead. Okay, hold on, but you understood what this was saying. Our spirit bear witness with this Holy Spirit that we are children of Israel. Because it's no way possible. Even for us, to trace our bloodline back to these people, it's impossible. Why? Because we were scattered. Somebody give me James 1:1 real quick.
That's how you know they lied. Just like the Tower
Right,
of Babel.
right.
They're spread out more and more.
Throughout all four corners of the earth. Read that.
All nations.
This is James 1:1.
In the New Testament now. Go ahead.
James, a servant of the Most High and the Lord and of the Lord. Say it verbatim.
Yeah, say it verbatim.
Okay. And of the Lord Jesus Christ to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings.
12 tribes which are scattered abroad. So we got Israelites in Vietnam, and that's easy. You can easily understand that. Why? Because when we went to Vietnam, black men over there having sex with those Vietnamese women, they left their seed over there. So but that's the case throughout and that was one of our curses. For us going against the Most High, He scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. So like I say, it's not a skin color thing. It's a spiritual thing. The spirit has to bear witness that you are a child of Israel. Because the irony to it is, if you're not an Israelite, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. And even if you are Israelite, if you're not part of the elect, the chosen that the Most High chose out of the world, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point we come out here to preach.
Do you believe all of you are?
No, we don't know.
Right, you're never totally sure.
If we keep doing what we're doing, the scriptures tell us, if we continue doing this until the end, endure the hardship that come with doing this work to the end, we have faith and hope that we'll be saved.
That's how I feel. That's
Right,
exactly how I feel.
right.
You get the message and pass it on. They call it in India the bodhisattva. The person who's here has the enlightenment that stays to teach. But whether or not you are or aren't,
But you gotta have the right doctrine, and you gotta preach it verbatim. You can't. You gotta tell them. You gotta be straightforward. Salvation is not for everybody.
where do you think? When Jesus spoke those words, where do you think you went throughout his early years? Because you have a gap of about 12 to 30.
Right, and that's
Where did you
it's
go?
not included in the scripture, so
Right.
we only can go off of what we got.
Right.
Plain and simple. We can't
Assume.
hypothesize. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be adding to the scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We only can go off of what we got, and what we got is enough. The Most High gave us what was sufficient to come out here in these days, 2,000 years later, and preach the same gospel that He preached.
I gotta make a compliment, but you're doing a good thing. All of you.
Check your line out, brother. Because, hey, like we said, you don't go back to this, man, you're in trouble, man. But,
Key precept just on the confusion of faces. There's the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 7. O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces.
right, and that's another one of the curses, man. Since y'all want to be like the heathens, I'm going to make you look like them.
Right.
Since y'all want to follow their laws and follow their folly and wickedness, I'm gonna subjugate you to that shit, man. And that's one of the curses, that we're going to look like the other nations. Go ahead.
As at this day, to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem,
Right. Keep going.
and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee. Verse 8, O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned
Right.
against thee.
Beautiful. Because we have sinned against, that's the reason the Most High did that. And that's what the elders like, what are these that are arrayed in white linen? That's those people that had, the Israelites that's going to come, that be part of the multitudes, that had that confusion of face, man. The Most High decreed it's going to be a punishment, man. Since y'all want to be like them, I'm going to make you look like them.
That's right.
I'm gonna make you think that you're them.
Exactly, man. Hey. That's why we said earlier, man, you gotta have that contrite spirit, because the Most High is great and terrible, man, at the same time. You get what I'm saying? You got some brothers that look like Edomites, and possibly got Edomite family members, and they gotta stick true to this word, man, this doctrine, which is, hey, grandma, granddad, or you know what I'm saying? You're going into slavery. They ain't gotta tell them that, but they gotta understand that, the reality of that.
There's a brother in DTA I think it's his mother or some. I think it's his mother that's a Moabite, and his father is one of the northern kingdoms. So he looks sort of a little bit like one of those Orientals, man. But he's a Jake, man. He's an Israelite, man. He be out there prophesying with them brothers in DTA going in.
Right. And it's just a testimony how strong the power of these scriptures, man. Because them brothers got to deny their own grandma, like what the scriptures tell you that. He that does not deny mother and father, brother and sister cannot be a servant, disciple, man.
That's the same reason the Lord said, show yourself men.
Exactly.
You ain't got the balls to do that shit, man. You gonna fall out the truth.
But that just, you get what I'm saying? Like, look how much more is on their plate than you know what I'm saying? Like the one on Instagram.
That was his stumbling block.
Exactly. He definitely was a Jake, but we went to cut him, and that's the spirit. If you want to decide whether that spirit bear witness or not, give him Revelation 13, 9 and 10.
Try the spirit.
Yeah, try the spirit. Exactly. We tried the spirit, and hey, he folded, man. He couldn't accept that his grandma was going into slavery, or all white people are going to be destroyed, man. And 9 times out of 10, he a Jake, man. But he couldn't accept that, and that was his stumbling block.
That goes into the confusion of faces. This is Jeremiah 12 and 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. And that speckled bird is talking about Israel, man. And when you go into that word speckled, it means variegated, man, which means multiple colors or varied, man. Like a peacock or like a macaw or a parrot, man. You know, and the beasts of the field are the other nations that came against us and devoured us and scattered us all over the globe, man. So we're amongst those nations, and we're getting scattered and diversified. Back then during the time of the Babylonians, all the way up until now, man. As at this day, like Daniel said, man. Because Daniel was just breaking down what the prophet Jeremiah was talking about, man. It tells you that in the same chapter, verse 2 and 3, man. It tells you that all the things that you spoke about the prophet Jeremiah have come to pass, man. Roughly paraphrasing.
We see it manifest itself, like a perfect example with Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
And his son looked like a full-blood Edomite, but he's a Levite.
Right. I got family members like that too, man. I got in-laws. He's a Levite, darker than everybody up here, man. Darker than everybody up here. But he got with this woman. I don't know what nation she's of. She might even be a J, but she looked like a white woman, you know. And they had 2 kids. A boy and a girl, man, and even until this day, there's no rise of pigmentation in their skin at all, man.
Because that's a recessive trait. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it dominates in most cases. It dominates the pigmentation to the point where the child had a recessive gene. But yet they still an Israelite.
They still Israelites.
Right. That's the only thing that matters, man.
Exactly. And for you people out there that think Israelite can't be white, man. All white people are Edomites, man, and you can't have Israelite that looks like a white man in the camp. Explain to me why is there a law in the Old Testament concerning the Israelite lepers, man? If Israelite can't be white skinned, then why is there a law for leprosy in the scriptures? You telling me Israelite can't get leprosy? There's no such thing as a clean leper in the scriptures.
I mean, it's in the scriptures, confusion of faces. Exactly. How could they not believe that somebody who look white is an Israelite?
No, but even before then, you go before into the law of Moses to tell you about clean lepers and lepers, man. Why this slow? What you gonna do about that? He no longer an Israelite now?
Niggas simple. Niggas really simple. But this is simple. That's simple.
Right.
Different shades. Exactly. Gonna look different. And especially now, after thousands of years, niggas retarded, man. Niggas really retarded. They don't want to really open up to the spirituality of this truth. They just fine with knowing they are Israelite and playing Israelite one day a week, you know.